This episode is powered by pODDcast.
Get out your pen and paper and play along with us in Obsessed with Marvel.
I love it!
So I think the boulder, went up one side and down one side, up one side, and I think it's finally come to rest on BestowCast. So we've made it 10 episodes, and I said 10 episodes ago, or maybe 9 episodes ago, or 8 episodes ago. I said it a while ago that when we get to episode 10, we'll come up with a name, and that will be the name. And the name is BestowCast. It's here to stay. Like, love it or not love it, or not love it or love it. It's here. It's here to stay. And we've done a lot of like pod deck episodes.
Mm-hmm. Ew.
What?
Did you hear that?
No.
My throat went.
And I kind of feel like, we made it the 10th episode. Majority of the time we were like our Marvel stuff, even though this is for Marvel cosplay group, but it's still a Marvel thing. Obsessed with Marvel. A book that's been on my shelf forever and ever and ever. And it's one of those things that's intended you can play by yourself, but I've never played it. And I feel like if we play this, the listeners at home can play along and they can keep score to see if they were correct or not. Yeah, let's get right into it. So we'll do this. What was it? Hold this and the B. No, that was the volume.
D.
This and the D. All right, random questions. 2 players. So now it's going to randomly generate. Question 761. Who's going to go first, by the way? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I don't know, I'm scared.
All right, so I'll go first.
I'm gonna do bad.
761. So I got to find 761 first of all, and this will keep score for us. So this is even going to be 761. So it is an obsessed with Marvel question. So it's all of Marvel. All right, 761. Which identity did Henry Pym marry Janet Van Dyne? As Ant-Man? A, as Ant-Man. B, as Goliath. C, as Yellow Jacket. Or D, as Dr. Henry Pym himself. So those are all of his identities, which is going to be very interesting because you know Ant-Man from the movies, not from the comics. So, and this is a comic-specific question. These probably are all comic specifics. So, which identity did Henry Pym marry Janet Van Dyne in? I'm going through cover. I don't know either. So, if that makes you feel any better, I'm trying to recall. I'd assume that this would happen in an Avengers book, so something like this would be on the cover, I would assume. And it depends on what year that was. But it's your question, not mine, so I can't answer it. A, Ant-Man. B, Goliath. C, Yellow Jacket. Or D, Dr. Henry Pym.
I don't know. I don't know.
You got one for you. Got a 25% chance.
Okay. I'm gonna go with D only because Dr. Henry Pym is like normal.
So yeah, you think that he would marry her normally?
Marry her normally.
He wouldn't be in costume.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna hold this up to see
I'm
if
so scared.
All right, the answer that Rylie picked was D. Incorrect. The answer is C, as Yellow Jacket.
That is so weird.
I was gonna
Why
say
would you marry someone that's
Yellow
like...
Jacket. Well, because it's a superhero book, so they're all all kind of gonna do it in their thing. So, all right, you got to go to 1,155. So you get to search.
No.
Maybe I can keep the score up on the screen. No, you
just
went right back to the exact same place we went.
One.
You're near it, because there's 153, 150, 155. Okay.
Okay. Who is Cable's father? A. Apocalypse. B. Cyclops. C. Charles Xavier. Or D. Wolverine.
Don't hate me because I already had the answer. As soon as you said who's Cyclops' father, I'm like, geez.
Cable's father.
Huh? Yeah, who's Cable's father?
You said Cyclops'
Yeah,
father.
that's because that's the answer. Cyclops is Cable's father. They sent him to the future. So my answer is, what is that? B. Cyclops. So I will hit the button, or we'll get this up to the microphone so we can get the... Yay!
Yay!
So right now the score is... Oh, I've got 100%. I got 1 point. 545. 545. Oh, that was X-Men. I see. I was reading off the wrong page. So yours was actually probably Avengers. 545. 596. 577. 545. Okay, so this is under the category of Spider-Man. I'll read the right category this time, because it's all obsessed with Marvel. I'm reading the wrong page, the dumbass that I am. 545. Where was the Black Cat born? Queens, New York. A. Queens, New York, I should say. B. Hoboken, New Jersey. C. Upper East Side of Manhattan. Or D. Park Slope, Brooklyn. You get the shitty hard questions.
I don't know this one either.
Like if the role was reversed, I wouldn't be doing good. I would be failing at this.
I'm guessing.
I don't know if I can give you some background. Well, Black Cat is kind of a sometimes villain, sometimes hero. She is a thief. So I don't know if that helps generalize. You know, would a thief be from Upper East Side Manhattan? Or would they be from like Queens or Hoboken, New Jersey? Or would they be from Brooklyn? So I feel...
Do you know the answer?
I don't know the answer. I feel Upper East Side Manhattan is not the answer.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about this, but I kind of feel like Hoboken, New Jersey is not the answer, because majority of Spider-Man always takes place in New York City itself. However, Hoboken, New Jersey, I don't think is that far from New York City area, which would give you Queens, New York, or Park Slope, Brooklyn. So there, you phoned a friend. I gave you 50-50. I know which one of those two I would lean towards more so than the other, but I am sealing my shut from here. You have to pick.
Sealing your shut.
Sealing my shut mouth.
Sealing your shut.
Sealing. I'm just sealing everything up tight. I'm just. It's all gonna.
Dangerous.
Yeah. All right. So you've got a 50-50 chance, maybe a 50-50 chance, if I did not eliminate the wrong thing to begin with. And all the Black Cat fans out there are going, no, you idiot.
No.
So are you going to go with Queens, New York, or Park Slope, Brooklyn?
Wasn't Spider-Man from Queens?
I believe that he's from Queens.
Yeah.
I believe he's from Queens, and I believe Steve Rogers is from Brooklyn. I mean, that could also be a thing. That could be that they're naming all the different characters too.
This is so...
Yeah. Or you could take a chance that one of the other answers I was wrong in. You know, maybe she's just a rich elite and she just gets kicks off with stealing from everybody.
I don't know. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna like... Where's the question? Is this one it?
Yep.
I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna like hover over.
You picked Queens, New York.
Okay. Uh-oh.
So it is A.
I'm scared.
It is not the one I was gonna pick. You were right.
Jeez.
You are right. I was gonna pick Brooklyn.
This change is working wonders.
There we go. 993. People have the book, they could be flipping the book with us. It'd be read along. 993.
You in the Avengers.
Avengers. Oh, can we go to X-Men? I've got a better shot with X-Men.
Okay. With which issue did Journey into Mystery change its name to The Mighty Thor? A. Number 83, 1962. B. Number 100, 1964. C. Number 125, 1966. Or D. Number 126, also in 1996.
I think I need to go use my phone to call. Look it up on the internet. And it's, collectors would know that as a key issue, but I don't collect Avengers or Journey into Mystery, which is specifically the Thor title. And it's all the 60s, so it's like, I can't just generalize this by year, because it's like, if this is 1980, I know that one would be out, because that's too late, and if it's 1950, well, that might be too early. Well, I don't think they were printing anything superhero related in 1950, although Journey into Mystery could have been printed at that time. And we've got 266s. We got one issue difference, 25 and 126, 125 and 126. 83, 100, 125, and 126. I don't like that one numeral difference. You suck. Because I would almost lean.
I just realized that I was saying number instead of issue.
Yeah. It's the same issue number. See, I'm trying to remember also when they did all the court cases and stuff, and the corruption of the innocent was out. I know that wasn't the proper phrase, but I'm gonna go with B, issue number 100, 1964. I'm gonna hold this up to the microphone. We're gonna get to here. Am I right? Wrong. D.
I never would have guessed that. I was actually gonna guess C. If anything.
I was gonna guess C too. I was gonna go with 125, but then I'm like, there's just a number difference.
Yeah.
So I believe that was 4 questions each, right? I started.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I'm just thinking that we probably should go to break and pick this up when we come back. What do you think, Stan?
This episode is powered by pODDcast. pODDcast are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and have more meaningful conversations, you're going to want to check out pODDcast. Now, if you want to get 10% off your order right now, you can go to pODDcast.com and type in coupon code. What's the code?
Bestow TV 21.
Yes, that's the code. Check out pODDcast.com. Take your podcast to the next level.
Welcome back to the BestowCast. This is segment 2. We are playing Obsessed with Marvel. If you have the book, please play around. Please play along. We're trying to read this in a way that you can keep score with yourself, and you can go ahead and send us the score in the comments if you can, or whatever, or go to patreon.com/BestowTV and comment on the video there. We'd like to see how you compared, because right now I think we are tied, are we? One apiece. We both each got one wrong and each got one right, and I believe it's my turn, right? I almost made you ask again. So we're at 831. 831. I'd like that they summarize the numbers. 831. So it should be on this page. 831. Here we go. You are under the Avengers. How good are you at your Avengers comics? I think you'd do better if this was My Little Pony, right?
No.
No. Hold on. All right. Oh, wow. I don't know this one either. Which Avenger underwent a court-martial by the team? A. Simon Williams. B. Henry Pym. C. Clint Barton. D. Natasha Romanoff. I think I can give you all their code names if that helps.
Yeah.
I believe Simon Williams is Wonder Man. I believe Henry Pym, of course, is Ant-Man, or Yellow Jacket, or Goliath. Clint Barton, of course, is Hawkeye, or Ronin is his other code name. And Natasha Romanoff is, of course, Black Widow. So which one do you think got a court-martial by the team? The torture. Stands over there like, I don't even know this.
It's probably like shunning me because I don't know it. I'm gonna go with D for I don't know why. I just like D.
Natasha Romanoff. So we went with D. Actually, I think I would agree with you. Well, Clint Barton, Natasha has some bad guy. Like, she's been a bad guy at one time, but so is Clint Barton. He's been a bad guy at one time as well. I do not know too terribly much about Wonder Man. If that's Wonder Man.
How do I even know who that is?
Yeah, they haven't even. So you went with D.
I'm waiting to hear that. Yep.
Incorrect.
I knew it. What was it?
It was B. Henry Pym.
I never would have guessed that.
Henry Pym, Ant-Man. Wah, wah. You got 33% so far.
Of course.
1423.
Wow, I flipped like almost right to it.
Category is X-Men. Yes!
Alright.
Yes, X-Men. It's D. No, you didn't even read it. Watch it be D.
Right? Okay. Which X-Men adversary has not been...
What? You're reading the wrong number. 1423. Let's try that again.
I thought it was 1424.
I'm like reading it. I'm like, what? I'm reading along with you.
Who was the original Penis? A. Nicole St. Croix. B. Nicole and Claudette St. Croix. C. Monette St. Croix. Or D. Robbie Baldwin.
Out of all the X-Men questions you can ask me, you're asking me something about Penance, who I don't even know who it is, nor do I know any of those characters, nor can I correlate them to any of their code names. This is going to be 100% Paul guessing. And we're going to see this game is going to end in a tie. We're going to have a tiebreaker.
Why do we both suck?
Because my focus, like, I liked Wolverine more so than I liked the rest of the X-Men. I read X-Men, but I focused on, like, the Wolverine stuff more than anything. And I don't even know, like, I don't even know if Penance is even, like, I'm pretty sure that that's not, like, a Dark Phoenix Saga story arc, or, I mean, Penance sounds like it might be, like, an Apocalypse kind of storyline. But even still, with those names... And St. Croix, I mean, they're all St. Croix, pretty much. And Robbie Baldwin. With the St. Croix, I almost want to say that they're almost tied to Gambit. They kind of sound like they're, you know, Louisiana, Cajun. Robbie Baldwin. I mean, that one just sticks out because that's the only one that's not a St. Croix. I am going to take a stab at the dark, and I'm going to pick the one that isn't a St. Croix. I am going to go with D. Robbie Baldwin. All right, here we go.
Which is this right?
B right. That's wrong.
What was it?
It was C. Monet, St. Croix. So I'm also at 33%.
I don't even know.
Monette. You didn't even say Penance, right? You said Penance or something. It's okay.
I can't pronounce
I hate reading it like blindly.
Hey,
all right, 639.
Brycey wants to play.
Oh, Brycey wants to play now.
Brycey wants to play. Who's up there?
6:39.
Put you on, Stanley.
6:39. Yeah, sit right in front of the camera. 6:39. 6:39. Here we go. All right. You are in the category of Spider-Man.
Again.
Again.
Oh, great.
And I will double check my number to make sure I'm reading the right one. All right. Here we go. This one has to deal with writers. And of which you probably know who two of these writers are. Who scripted the story in which J. Jonah Jameson married Maria Madison? A. Len Wein, or Len Wein, I don't know which it is. B. Roger Stern. C. Stan Lee. D. Tom DeFalco. Two of these people have already been on our channel, on our YouTube.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know?
I don't know. How was I supposed to know? I can wager a guess. I only know who two of those people are.
I know who one of them is.
And, you know, I'm not by order of elimination, I don't know if that one wrote for Spider-Man. I know he wrote for Wolverine, and he wrote Batman, and he wrote...
you went on the book, you weirdo.
He wrote Batman, and he wrote Swamp Thing. He's really known for Swamp Thing. This kind of sounds like an origin kind of thing, so it could be that one person that you do know.
I don't know. Should we just go with it?
I mean, I'm going to voice is that I'm not 100% sure of stories that were written by Len Wein. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm always wrong all the damn time anyway. But most of my experiences, a lot of his stuff comes from DC or the X-Men side of things. And I feel like when you're talking about a scripted story dealing with J. Jonah Jameson, he's the boss of Daily Bugle, that seems like it could be a Stan Lee thing. But I don't know where it falls in the timeline. If that's like early, like I think Spider-Man was like early 60s, then that can totally 100% be Stan Lee. But if it falls down the line, if that's like an 80s thing or whatever, it could be one of these other guys. I believe like Tom DeFalco may have been, don't crucify me please, but he may have been like an 80s Spider-Man writer. But that is totally up to you.
Should we go with Stan Lee?
If it was me, that's what I would go with.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Because I don't know enough about the other ones. So you are picking, Rylie is picking C, Stan Lee.
Ding ding.
You got 2 points out of 4. Yeah. You are now at 50%.
Oh, I'm so good. Yay! Move your tail, Brazy.
All right, 2,201. Holy, deep in the book.
Don't kick the book.
Bryce is like, well, don't shut my tail in the book.
Shut your tail in the book? I don't want to shut your tail in the book. You're the one that's in my way.
Daredevil to Punisher. Is that where we're at? Ghost Rider to Blade. Maybe. A little bit. Ghost Rider, yes. Blade, no. Bryce is not making this easy.
Bryce, you're making this so difficult.
Oh, Silver Surfer to Captain Marvel. This is getting worse. Can we go back to Ghost Rider? Ghostbusters?
Well, here we are.
2,201. So we are in cosmic characters. I hope it's Guardians of the Galaxy if we're dealing with cosmic characters.
Alrighty.
Maybe Thanos.
Who designed Miss Marvel's black costume in Miss Marvel issue number 20, 1970?
Okay.
A. John Romita Sr. Yeah, you're cute.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Oh, you're talking to the cat.
He went beep. B. John
Buscema, I think it is.
Okay. C. Dave Cockrum.
Mm-hmm.
Or D. Jim Mooney.
All right, so you thought you were going to have problems going against a Marvel expert. And I have no freaking clue. Because you're like, who designed Miss Marvel's costume? And I'm like, oh, that could be Chris Claremont. Chris Claremont was in charge of that stuff. Wait, Chris Claremont was the writer. He wasn't the artist. He wouldn't have drawn it. So now I'm like quickly going through the file of my memory of like, well, who drew it then? Who drew it? Oh, no. I am leaning towards... I know John Romita Jr.'s artwork, and I kind of know his catalog a little bit. I do not know his father's as well. I don't know if his father worked on this. And I want to say that John Buscema migrated over X-Men because the Miss Marvel thing's sort of supposed to take over after X-Men got canceled. I'm not 100% sure who Dave Cockrum or Jim Mooney is. Jim Mooney. I'm gonna go with B. John Buscema.
Go for it.
Here we go.
I'll bet this cute little boy.
Incorrect. It was C. Dave Cockrum. Of course, it was Dave Cockrum. So I'm at 25%. I think it said, because that was out of 4 questions.
Wait, what's yours?
Oh, that's mine.
Your question next.
All right, 259. Why can't you get the cosmic stuff?
I don't know any of the cosmic stuff.
259. I went too far. I wasn't paying attention to the top of the book. 259. Here we go. Your topic is Fantastic Four. You've had some Fantastic Four comics growing up. Down in front. Stop rubbing the mic.
Fuzzy little
Stop rubbing the mic.
butt.
Down in front. Why are you making love to my microphone? All right, here we go. Jesus Christ. Let me make sure I have the right number. 259. When the Fantastic Four were threatened with bankruptcy in Fantastic Four issue number 9, produced in 1962, how did they quickly raise money? A. Hold on. Stop rubbing your face on my microphone. I'm sure people don't want to hear. A. Selling Reed Richards' inventions. B. Becoming heroes for hire. C. Starring in a Hollywood movie. Or D. Writing their own autobiography.
Do you know the answer?
I do not.
Okay.
Although I have like a 50-50 shot, I believe. I will let you work it out first before I throw in any of my comments.
Thank you. Why? We could have gotten the questions that we actually know, and instead they're throwing all these questions that neither of us know.
Oh, we should play Marvel. This should be fun. This will be fun. I love Marvel. We'll know everything.
It's everything.
Yeah.
What the fuck
You got to
is
know
that?
your writers. You got to know your artists. You've got to know major plot points of every issue ever produced.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Bryce, you're throwing your hair
I don't
everywhere.
think it is B, Becoming Heroes for Hire. Because there's a comic book called Heroes for Hire, and that was typically Luke Cage and the Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they could have predated that. They could have, like, that's where the idea came from, was that the Fantastic Four did it, and then they did the Heroes for Hire, but I don't think that's the case. I kind of feel like Heroes for Hire came after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to A, C, or D. Which is selling Reed Richards' inventions, starring in a Hollywood movie, or writing their autobiography. C is not too far flung because, like, in the Marvel universe, they have toys of themselves and all this other stuff. That's not too far-fetched of an idea. However, was that an idea in 1962, and was that an idea that the Fantastic Four did, or is that something that's coming from another team that may have did it? Down in front.
Okay.
This is a love fest. I gotta get pets, and I gotta get lovin's, and I gotta eat Stanley's shoes, and I gotta go snack on lightsabers a little bit later. So what do you think?
I'm sorry. You're staticky.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus. I feel like... I don't know.
We've got one more question left, and we are way over time, so...
I'm gonna go with A.
Rylie
I don't know why.
Rylie is going with, that's actually the one I would have gone with, which is selling Reed Richards' inventions, which I believe may actually be right. So let's see here. Does Rylie get the answer? She does not.
What was it?
C. They starred in a Hollywood movie.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say because I was like, it's like so dumb that it might have actually happened.
You're at 40%, and then this is the last question. We are way over time, but we've been under time in some of our episodes, so we might as well go out with a bang. And then, I mean, as it is now, I'm either gonna tie it or I'm going to lose. So
I'm just lucky. That's my problem.
yes.
Maybe you should be wearing the
See, like
jade.
I know what episode that I know what comic book that's from. Why don't I get that question?
Bye, Bryce.
Hi, Bryce. Thanks for leaving your fur.
Yeah.
1592. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. You know, I think it was
1492.
1492.
Okay.
So the topic is Incredible Hulk.
All right. 1592.
Mm-hmm.
What was the former occupation of Silver Dagger? A. Exorcist. B. Cardinal. C. What?
Theologian.
Theologian.
The theory of. I believe that's like the theory of God and stuff.
Oh.
I think.
Or D. Sorcerer.
Jesus, I don't even know who Silver Dagger is. Let alone the Hulk universe. And we are so out of time, and I don't have time to debate
Close
this
your eyes
all.
and guess.
Well, I there's one in there that I'm specifically leaning towards.
Okay, what is that one?
That would be Sorcerer, because that's the only thing that sticks out to me that would make sense in a Marvel comic. Although Exorcist would probably fit fairly well. But in an Incredible Hulk book, I don't know if there would be if there would be an Exorcist. And watch, I'm debating the thing that I'm going to guess against, and it's going to be the right answer. But because we were short on time, I am going to go with D and hope to tie this up. Ready, set, come on, Sorcerer. It is incorrect. I have lost.
B.
It is B. It is Cardinal.
Cardinal. Wow.
So that is Obsessed with Marvel. Rylie has beaten me 2-1 out of 5 questions apiece.
I didn't know any of them. I'm just lucky.
All you had to do was beat me by 1. That's all you had to do, or tie it. So we are way over. Our camera's going to kick us off. YouTube's going to kick us off. Our landlord's going to kick us off.
Everything's gonna kick us off.
So subscribe, like, listen, and share with a friend. Bye.